Hello, today we're going to talk about creating lists in Microsoft Word. Lists can be really complicated, and I have made a video about that. I call it advanced lists or something like that if you're interested, but today I'm just going to talk about getting started with lists. So, I've got some stuff here and I want to make some lists out of it. So, lists are something that you can do off of the Home tab. So, I'm in the Home tab, I'm in the Paragraph group, and those are your list options right there. These are bullets, these are numbered, this is like a mixed. So it's neither, right? It's not bullets or numbers or letters. I also want to point out that these are the kind of buttons that they have a left and a right. If you click on the left, you're going to get just a plain thing like this, which is fine, probably. I mean, in reality, who has anything to say about your bullets? Unless you're in some situation where you're being asked to do a specific kind of bullet. I will show you some specific kinds of bullets. I'm going to back out because I'd be done with this example if I didn't. I want to show you the right half of that button. And on the right half, you have some other options. Like, you might be wondering, why do I have that cool Pac-Man bullet? Well, I'll show you how to do that eventually, but not at this moment. These are all reasonable bullets. When I think about a classic use of bullets, resume is one. I mean, sure, like maybe you might just want to do plain bullets, but these are all good things for resumes. So you got some options there. When's the right time to do numbers versus just bullets? I have no idea. I don't pretend to be the bullet expert, but you see, you got things like numbers with dots, you got numbers with parentheses, you got uppercase Roman numerals, you got, right, you see, you got different schemes. Uh, it's up to you to determine what is the right thing for your situation. Now, these are mixed sets of them, right? Like 1 and 1A and 1AI, right? So I'm not really trying to get into that today, but those are your options. Let me back on out and let's just start again. So I'm making some kind of a weird little menu thing here. If pizza is my heading and then these are all kinds of pizzas, I'm going to say that's not a bullet. I'm going to say those are bullets. Right? So I'm going to make those into bullets. Just pointing out that you don't just want to bullet everything. But maybe you do. So like that's one way to do that. Now what I want to show you here is a multi-level list, which because I think those are more interesting. Let's say that I do want to bullet everything, and I'll show you how to format that to make it look right. So if I was doing this, I probably wouldn't bullet pizza, but if I bullet pizza, then that's going to give me the opportunity to show you a multi-level list. Because I think that's probably the most important thing to show you here today. So now I've got a list by clicking just list, right, bulleted list. Now, if that's my heading and these are kinds of pizzas, I need to make those stand out somehow. So if you want to make them stand out, because right now they're all on the same level, what I would need to do is I just selected them, and that right there, that is increase indent. If you do that, you see how now they get a different kind of bullet? That's what you call a multi-level list. And I said I wasn't going to talk about that today. I'm not going to talk about creating a custom kind of multi-level list, but that is what a multi-level list looks like. And so now it's clear that that is a kind of pizza, as opposed to what it was before. Now let me show you another way to do that. Another way you can do that was just good old-fashioned tab. I'm pressing tab on my keyboard. Right? Tab indents things. That indents things. Right? So these are kinds of salads. Yes, I'm saying there's such a thing as a bacon salad. Honestly, I don't know much about salads. All right, so you notice I'm indenting things, and then the last thing I'm going to show you here is just how to do this from scratch, I guess. So let's say we got drinks, and we got brown drinks, and we got clear drinks, and we got yellow drinks. I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's the way you can classify them. So let's say I want to make this mesh with that list. Well, I could just bullet the whole thing, I guess, like this, and see how that. I'm glad that didn't work right because I wanted to fix it. All right, so drinks is actually a heading. So if you want to take something down a level, well, just decrease that indent like that. And I also want to, I mean, so these are your tools here. I'm kind of torn on whether I should really go through showing you how you can tab these things out. I mean, I just want to show you. You could use those tools up here, or you could just tab it out. And that's how you define the layers in your list. And notice, like if I go there, do you see I get different formats? These schemes are ultimately determined by things like this. You can see it actually is kind of defaulting to these multi-level lists, but I'm just not trying to talk about that right now. But the one thing I do want to talk about here is let's talk about those custom bullets. Remember the Pac-Man thing in the beginning? Because like I said, I have an entire video about creating multi-level lists. So let's say I want to redefine some of my bullets. Yeah, so let's head back over to this world. Oops, that was bad. That was bad because that messed up my whole all my hierarchy of my things. You see, transitioning back and forth between different styles is not so smart. I'm sitting here right now wondering, should I redo this whole thing so you can see it happen? Or should I just turn these into picture bullets? I'm going to turn them into picture bullets. Yes, I'd have to redo all the indents if I felt like doing that. You know what? I bet you're curious as to how do I reset this. You saw that this didn't really do what I wanted to do. It just kind of changed the indent, but it didn't change the bullet type or restore the relationships. If you ever have weird settings going on, like I do, normal style. Now I'm back to normal. I know I'm doing it all again. There's some bullets. But normal is the way to get back to normal. Alright, so let's make these bullets into custom bullets. I'm sorry, this is kind of a weird video. It's really that there's just not that much to this subject, and I'm trying to make it a bigger discussion than it is. So I'm going to go define new bullet. And in here you can do symbols, which are perfectly reasonable. I'm going to show you pictures. And if you're wondering where I got that Pac-Man, well, I typed in Pac-Man. But let's say I want to do something else. Let's do a Pac-Man Ghost this time, because those are pretty cool. And I'll go with that Ghost. There you go, insert. Okay. And now I've got custom bullets. Now sometimes people ask me, they say, hey Ken, how do I make those bullets bigger? And I say to you, well, if you need your bullets to be bigger, you probably made a bad choice of bullet. However, I'll humor you. If you click on one of them, they're kind of highlighted, and you can just grow the font. Because there's no telling like what the right call is. 12, 14, 16, it all depends. At some point your bullets are bigger than your text, which isn't so great, but that's how you do custom bullets. I know things got weird, right? When I started transitioning from one list to the other list, going to normal style. I want to remind you that if you want to alter the style of your bullets or like define the relationship between the bullets and the sub bullets, that is your tool for doing that. Right? That looks terrible. If you wanted a fancy list with multiple levels, well then you would be in here, which I'm not right now. So that's how you create lists in Word. To be clear, most of the time, all you're going to quite simply be doing is either that or that. And if you need multiple levels, you'll be doing that. But if you want to do something fancier, I showed you some tools to do that. So I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.